What's up, guys? Tech Peasants Podcast, episode 10.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
A long while.
We've all
Has it
been
been a
busy.
month?
Not long enough.
Not well since we recorded a new one. Yes,
Daniel,
Nah,
not long
it's
enough.
been
Really.
a month
Been a month?
since we did a new one. It's been a
Oh,
month.
yeah.
We did a I remastered the first episode so I could join the credibility levels of most AAA devs. But as far as recording, it's been about a month.
Excellent. Well, anyway, no time like the present. Savanti, what are we talking about today?
Well, first of all, let's see who all's here. We have Jacob with Retro Tech.
Yep. I own the audio equipment, so I'm
producer
pretty
of
much
Tech Peasants.
required.
And I'm the manager.
Who's the manager?
What?
Who's the manager?
No, I'm Daniel.
And we got
That's
this
it.
hoe over here.
Quick 13. Here again.
All right. And
This
before
has gone off to. This is a
already
great
gone
start.
off.
Welcome to the
Already.
Tech Peasants Podcast, where we do occasionally talk about video games. I think.
Yeah.
Savanti, what are we talking about?
Well, before we occasionally talk about video games, I feel like I'm obligated to just say rest in peace, Chester Bennington
Yes.
from Linkin Park,
All right.
because Linkin Park more or less helped me and keep on, and Daniel, I assume too, survive through middle school and high school.
Yep.
And when I found this news out yesterday, I was in complete shock. I was literally listening to that new Sonic game, Forces theme, Infinite, so this does tie into video games a little bit. And basically everybody was joking how this sounds like a Linkin Park song. I was even saying this sounds like it's a missing song from like Matora or
It
something
really
like
does.
that.
Two.
Then like an hour later, the rumor broke that he had committed suicide, so yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
I was devastated. Like that, very surprising.
I'm still kind of lost for words.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say the whole day. I was just,
I don't know what to say about it either. It's terrible to lose anyone,
yeah. And their
especially to depression.
yeah, and their new album just came out. Listening to it now, over half those songs sound like a cry for help. So something was up, and just the whole name, One More Light. You think, oh, is this the end? So
Yeah.
yeah,
I hope his family and
Yeah.
the band finds, some sort of closure eventually.
yeah. Hopefully they can just take a break for a long while, just recoup, get their spirits back up, and hopefully they'll all be okay.
So, are we dedicating this podcast to him?
We can, because I did used to listen to, I was listening to Hybrid Theory on the way over here.
Why not?
And MotorStorm on PS3 was one of the few games where you could have a custom soundtrack. You could listen to music on your PS3, like the hard drive. One of the few games that did that. I would always play MotorStorm Pacific Rift while listening to like Hybrid Theory and Matora. So
I used to listen to like Living Things
Yeah, Living
album
Things.
on Wipeout HD because you
yeah.
could have your own little custom soundtrack.
Yeah, so like Linkin Park just goes hand in hand with like a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah.
when I'm playing a game, I'm listening to background music. Nine times out of 10, it was Linkin Park. Not recently, but like PS3 era, definitely it was Linkin Park.
Yeah, I used to have Linkin Park music playing while I was playing Tekken as well. So,
Yeah,
those were
so
good times.
so yeah, Jacob, I think we can dedicate this one to Chester Bennington.
All right.
So with that being said, let's move on to the first topic, which only I will probably care about. Kingdom Hearts 3 got some more information at the D23 event,
I care about it too.
but you talk so
mean-
much shit though.
I talk a lot of shit, but it doesn't mean that I don't it doesn't mean that I dislike the series. I don't play the games, I don't follow them, but I'm happy
Smart.
for the fans who own them, or who own and enjoy them. So I mean, it's whatever. I was very happy to see the stuff that they showed off. It's
Yeah,
cool.
at D23 there was a games panel that showed off Star Wars stuff, not an actual trailer for the campaign, but it showed like 5 seconds of gameplay. Like that
of
panel was
course.
mostly just behind the scenes videos. They showed that, a behind the scenes video for Spider-Man, and they showed a few new things for that. Like one scene where he went through a car, webbed the guy up, then stopped the car, went outside, and held it up with his whole body, just like typical superhero stuff. It looked awesome. There's a GIF on like Insomniac's Twitter of that. And then they they talked about some VR stuff or augmented reality stuff for Star Wars and Marvel coming. Then they ended the presentation with Nomura coming on stage, and they showed a new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, which showed a Toy Story world finally confirmed, and this looked amazing. Like, this debatably looks better than the first Toy Story film. about the same quality level as Toy Story 2.
Oh, yeah.
Not quite there, but for a video game, really damn close.
I thought the graphics were pretty much on par with the animations.
Yeah, like, it looks, you look at it, you're like, this looks just like Toy Story. It doesn't look off at all. Mm-hmm. And then, they show a whole bunch of gameplay. But before we get to that, the biggest thing about this, besides the New World reveal, they said, and I say said because this probably will get delayed, it's targeting a 2018 release date.
Now that's 2018 days from now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Pretty much.
With Nomura's perfectionist attitude, it ain't gonna get released anytime.
And apparently the events of Kingdom Hearts 3
Are
and that
canon
world are canon to
the
Toy
Toy Story
Story
films.
which makes sense. I mean, Andy's Toys, whenever anyone's nearby, they have to stop. So whenever anyone looks at the production of Kingdom Hearts 3, it stops.
Yep.
It makes sense.
It's very true.
Pretty much.
That is very true.
It makes sense.
Wow.
So perfectly canon.
Yeah.
As Kevon rolls his eyes.
Wow. I'm
So yeah,
I didn't come up with that joke,
It
clearly.
was
Someone
Twitter.
much more clever on Twitter came up with that.
I love Twitter. But yeah, the new trailer, the gameplay Sora looks kind of like an action figure, look kind of like a Lego almost with his arms and stuff like that.
It's very angular,
Yeah,
not polygonal per se, but sort of voxely.
yeah, like he looks more toyish than all the toys from Toy
Yeah.
Story. But they showed off gameplay. Of course, like the free flow combat's been integrated into the mainstream combat, so that looks cool. They went outside, and one of the biggest changes now, it doesn't look like there's a limit for your party size because it had 5 people. You had Sora, Mickey, Donald, and Woody and Buzz all out at the same time fighting the Heartless.
Which is incredible because one of the most annoying things in Kingdom Hearts were the little Trinity things that you had to do.
God.
And so you had to have specifically Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in your party. Well, maybe you want to have Tarzan. Well, you had to give up either Donald or Goofy. And let's be honest, you gave up Goofy because you needed a heal bitch. Which
When he actually
Donald
fucking
is.
heals.
When he actually heals. Actually, you know what? I actually replaced Donald with a Jack Skellington in the Halloween world because Jack heals. So it was.
Fuck you,
But
Donald.
anyway, the point here I'm trying to make is that you had to give up either Donald or Goofy in order to have that other character for the world. And now it looks like that's not the case. Now it looks like you can have your cake and eat it too, which is very nice. Considering that the combat looks crazy as hell. I mean, Sora's turning his Keyblade into guns, and he's digging underground and attacking enemies.
It looked like a
from
Gurren
below.
Lagann
It's
fanfic at
crazy.
one point in that trailer.
It's
They had a
absolutely
drill.
crazy.
A drill that he was
Oh,
using.
God.
He drilled under the ground and came up with like a barrage of spikes just around the whole area.
I'm still
And
selling
the
the
Heartless
fact
looks
that
difficult.
they put guns in there just to appeal to the Xbox games.
Yeah. Oh, and then they have a first-person mix section
Of course.
in the Galaxy
Galaxy
Toys.
looked really cool.
The
Though.
level
Have to
looks
have some
cool.
type of selling point for the Xbox
It's like the
players.
mech combat looks cool, and 2018. I still got time though because I just recently bought Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and Kingdom Hearts 4 on Amazon, so I'll play through those again. On
The
PS4.
Amazon Prime Day was shit.
It was terrible. The best deals were bugs that weren't supposed to actually happen. Like Crash Bandicoot was $6. I wish I hopped on that, but people stole that in seconds, of course. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 was $13 for the limited edition. So of course I got that. That was a bug. It wasn't supposed to be that cheap. So, and there were a few other things that were glitched out. So all the good deals weren't supposed to be there. So that tells you how bad Prime Day was supposed to be.
Yeah, like everything on my wish list was not on sale at all. Not even a couple cents on sale at all. And like the one thing I really want on my wish list is a Tascam DR40, which is an audio device that I want to connect to my mixer so that I don't have to rely on Audition to record audio. I can have the Tascam do all the work. And so that leaves my computer free to do any encoding for video. But the Tascam is expensive, clearly. It's $179. But it was not on sale on Prime Day.
Nothing you want will be on sale.
Aggravating.
That's
It
why I
was
hate
the
Prime
most
Day.
aggravating thing. It's like this one thing I want to drop some money on, and you're not giving it to me, Amazon. It was angering. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, video games.
There was some-
Kingdom Hearts.
I had one controller that was on sale, but I didn't have enough cash to buy it.
Yeah. They were selling pre-built computers.
That's
Like,
my phone
They had
airplane
some
mode.
they had some crazy computers. By crazy, I mean like they were normie level stuff, but they were still pretty darn powerful computers, and they were like $3,000.
No.
Hell no.
I thought this was Prime Day sales. $3,000.
Yeah, Prime Day is full of shit.
I ain't spending $3,000 on a stupid computer.
Pre-built bullshit.
I'm too lazy to build my own computer, so I always get pre-built stuff. Like
Here.
when I got a good computer, it's a damn laptop. But hey, this baby's been working strong for a couple years now. Don't
Yup.
breathe too heavy; it might blow out.
All right, so yeah, that's Kingdom Hearts 3. Hopefully, it doesn't get delayed. Hopefully, the fans. They announced this game in 2013. It's been 5 years. Well, 4 years, but it'll be 5 years when it finally comes out.
5 years is a good development cycle. Like
Most days.
Breath of the Wild to like what 6?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it makes sense for AAA games of that scale to take that long. That's the normal development time, I would say, for a Kingdom Hearts game.
I just wish they wouldn't announce it so goddamn early. But yeah, sounds good.
Well, I mean, Nintendo's done the same thing with Metroid Prime 4. All we have is a logo.
Oh my god.
All we have is a logo.
Oh,
so
these
we
Please
can
tell me that's one of the topics.
it's one of the topics.
Okay, thank you.
It's one of my
They were like,
topics.
we need people to buy the Switch some more. What can we do?
And
Get the
that's
Metroid Prime logo and put a 4 next to it.
We'll have it by the end of the Switch's life cycle.
Yeah,
Basically.
seriously.
Basically.
That's how it works with it's how it's worked with the Zelda games. So I mean, why not? But hey, we're gonna eventually get it, so that's nice. By the way, Splatoon 2 has gone on sale today. eShop broke. the eShop machine broke.
Shop machine broke.
Got the PSN window.
Like, I saw eShop was trending on Twitter. I was thinking, oh, what's the eShop trending for? Everything's on fucking fire.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Because everyone's trying to buy Splatoon 2 all at
Because
once.
Nintendo has
Goddamn.
shitty servers.
Using
Yeah.
those hamsters in
Yeah.
the wheel servers.
Well, I mean, it's a highly anticipated game from Nintendo, so
Should have
everyone's.
known that though.
They really should have prepared for that.
Yeah, the 3DS eShop was just fine,
God.
so that's nice.
All right. Well,
So that's one of the topics out of the way. Talking about Splatoon 2. That's it. Yeah, what's the next topic?
all right. Next topic. I don't even really care that much about this one. Overwatch news. Doomfist got officially revealed.
Who the fuck is that?
This black guy with a giant mechanical fist.
You know what? I should have fucking guessed. I should have guessed.
But as most fans are upset about, he is not being voiced by Terry Crews. So
People wanted that.
What?
yeah, people
That's
want
a
it.
thing people wanted.
People want it. Yeah. So that
I mean,
didn't
he is a
happen.
PC gamer.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
So that didn't happen. But yeah, he was put in PTR, the public test realm, earlier this month, and he'll officially release on all the servers on July 27th.
Savanti, could you do me a favor and turn the main dials down just a little bit, the main mix? Just turn both of them down simultaneously, just a hair. That's perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay.
The audio is coming in just a little too hot for my liking. A little too spicy.
All right. Well, yeah, that's,
I looked up what that spicy in French is, and it's set épicé.
what the
And speaking of setting a PC, you had a memory leak.
oh god.
See, that's what we call a segue.
Yeah, it's okay. I love PC gaming for the gaming benefits you get, the higher frame rates, the better graphics, all that, the cheaper games. But PC gaming comes with its fair share of bullshit. In the term of problems, I had 2 major problems with my computer for like the last few months that I couldn't fix until recently. The first problem I had a memory leak, so I had to turn my computer restart it like pretty much every 3 days, the longest, because the utilization would jump up to like 99%. I'm like, what is using the goddamn RAM? So eventually I just browsed long enough. Finally I find a thread on Tom's Hardware. They're like, it's probably your network drivers. So it turns out MSI's killer internet drivers are a piece of shit and don't update automatically, so I had to go onto MSI's website, type in my motherboard, download the official new drivers, at least they keep them up to date on the website, install those in place of the old drivers. Now everything's working fine. The utilization has been perfectly normal. When I'm not using anything, it goes down to like as low as 13%. So network drivers were fucking my computer up. I have no idea why they weren't updating. But anyway, that problem solved. The second problem I was having, I couldn't use the Edge browser at all. Like, I could use the interface of Edge itself, like for the settings and stuff, but for a web page, couldn't click, couldn't scroll. It was like I was looking at a picture, couldn't do anything at all. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. And that would also screw up with the PDFs. I couldn't scroll down the PDFs. I'm thinking, what is wrong with Edge right now? This is a Microsoft product. So I reinstall Edge. That doesn't even do anything. And to reinstall Edge, you have to like put in code in like this Microsoft, I don't even know what it's called. You have to put in code into the thing. You copy it from the website and hit enter. That didn't fix it. Once again, I searched all day. They're saying, oh, it's probably NVIDIA Shadow Play. I turned that off. Now it works. I have no idea how NVIDIA Shadow Play inhibits Edge. That doesn't even make logical sense how that would happen. But anyway, it's off. Edge is working. So now I have no problems, except for the ones where I can't use the screen record now if I want Edge to work. And another problem that's not as major, I can't record Chrome on OBS unless I turn off hardware acceleration. Don't know why, but that's how I have to record on Chrome. And hardware acceleration is important because it makes the video not stutter and stuff. But yeah, PC gaming is a bunch of bullshit.
If it's not obvious, we really don't care much about Overwatch, which is why we completely brushed aside
Yeah,
that topic.
pretty much.
Facts.
Yeah.
I've never even touched it before.
It's
They have free weekends every now
I
and
don't
then.
ever plan on playing it.
it's overrated. Pun
Yep.
intended.
Fuck the
I
Blizzard
don't
community.
get it.
Fuck the Blizzard community.
I've told you
Wow.
that. I've told you that multiple times.
They got good porn, though.
Yeah, they do.
That's all they're good for.
Yeah.
That's all they're good for.
Basically. What's the next topic?
Well, next topic is about Crash Bandicoot N Sane trilogy.
Aw, yes.
Turns out you're not paranoid. The games are harder than they originally were.
They are.
So
Do
these,
you care to explain, or shall I?
yeah. So these dudes that who made it, Vicarious Visions. These
Yes.
the devs there decided to go and change a few things about the game that ended up making it harder. For example, Kevin Kelly, the editorial manager of Activision, said that, and I quote, "There are a few subtle differences in Crash Bandicoot, chief among them being the fact that you fall more quickly upon release of the X button than you did in the original first game."
It's the pawn lice.
Beep,
Here
beep.
come the police.
And then another thing was there's an increased precision that's required for the first game, and that makes the gameplay experience different. So basically, they made the game more precise, and they made the jump. They pretty much increased gravity.
Do you know where that precision comes from, though? It has to deal with the engine that the game is on. As you know, Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy runs on the Unity engine. See? Unity is not bad. It's a good game on a good thing. There.
That explains a lot, actually, now.
But anyway, the Unity engine, by default, doesn't have hitboxes. What they have are called hit capsules. So what it is, it's instead of it being a box, it's a little pill-shaped thing. So that's why levels like Road to Nowhere are so much harder, is because instead of having box feet, you have pill feet. Which
Yeah.
is why you slip
That's
off.
why you slip off and you're like, how did I slide here and fall? That's okay.
That's because your feet are
God
pills.
damn it, Unity. Well,
That's
not cool.
that's not really too much of the dev's fault. It's because that's just the way that the Unity engine works, is because of the pill stuff. And also the falling a bit faster is also another problem that the game has, but that's on the devs with that one. But the hitboxes, not quite so much.
God dang it. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now.
But it is a fix that can happen. Whether or not the devs do it is solely up to them. Hashtag Dark Souls Bandicoot. That's all I really have to say about it. That's the explanation. Some very clever people on Twitter figured that out. So I wish I keep talking about people on Twitter, but I don't actually know who they are to give them credit. I'm sorry. It was some gaming channel.
Now
yeah.
they're gonna sue you.
Pill feet.
Yes. Hashtag pill feet.
Hashtag pill lives matter.
All pills
Anyway,
matter.
all pills.
All porn matters.
Facts.
So on the next topic,
On to the next topic. Are traps gay? 4 at 11.
Oh, God.
All right, well, what's next?
Horizon Zero Dawn got a new game plus mode,
We're like
and then-
Horizon Zero Yawn.
yeah,
Yeah.
and an ultra hard difficulty.
It's a good game.
It's a great game.
No, it sucks.
Keep on talking about later because he got the platinum.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Do I get my theme?
I never got mine because PSN's a piece of shit, so probably not.
Well, shit.
But yeah, new game plus mode and the ultra hard difficulty. You have a ghost leveling system because you don't actually hit a higher level on new game plus.
Right.
Every 100,000 XP gets to a new ghost level. There's new gear that has an extra mod slot called Adept for all the weapons and all the armors.
So you have 4 slots instead of 3?
Yeah, and then like 3 instead of 2 for 1, stuff like that.
Cool.
There's face paint and other customizations for Aloy now, and that's pretty much it. I'll probably go back and play that. There's 2 new trophies, one for the new game plus, one for the new difficulty.
Aren't they both
So they
cross?
allow customization for Aloy?
Not like deep because it's
Not
like
like
you have
Skyrim
like probably
level
10
Yeah.
options and stuff.
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
still a customization regardless.
Yeah, so they added that. So yeah, the game's getting a lot of
Sort of
support.
like how you can customize CJ in GTA San Andreas. You can change his hairstyle.
You can't do all that for Aloy. All it does is like add some like face paint stuff on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's limited.
Oh, okay. So that's really limited.
Yeah,
okay.
it's very limited. I don't know why they even bothered.
Can you
adding
even
that.
change like colors?
Of the stuff on their face? Yeah, but
Not like clothing stuff you can't change colors of?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's a
no.
little disappointing. but-
Yeah.
all right, whatever.
I don't know why even. Well, you can change the color of your focus. I think.
Oh, that's very limited.
Okay.
Yeah, limited. I don't know why they even bothered. But yeah, what were your other topics before we go on to the last ones?
My other topics also have to deal with downloadable content.
Oh, boy.
Let's talk about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC Pack 1.
Pack?
I purchased the what?
Pack? As
Yeah,
in
there
more
are
than
2.
one?
There are two packs that are going to happen. The first one came out earlier this month. So, I bought the season pass for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I originally wasn't going to buy it, but then I found out, oh my god, this game is actually freaking good. So, I dropped the $20 for the season pass. And the first pack, what it grants you are the hard mode difficulty and hero mode. What hard mode does is... The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is hard enough. People were calling it the Dark Souls of Zelda. And whenever something's difficult, apparently people like to
Dark
compare it to
Souls.
Dark Souls, which is retarded, but
Be
whatever.
original. Call it the Ghost and Goblins of something.
Like,
That's
all right,
an
can I let me just divert for a little bit. I hate the advertisements for Dark Souls. It's like, oh, Dark Souls, it's so hard. It's like, really? Can't you come up with anything else? Anyway, but the Legend of Zelda hard mode, what it does is it makes an already difficult game even more difficult. The Great Plateau only gives you enemies like Bokoblins, which are the bare minimum mook enemies. They put a fucking Silver Lionel in the first area. The Silver Lionel, before the DLC pack, was the hardest enemy of the game. The hardest enemy of the game. I have consecutively gotten my ass handed to me with powerful I have powerful equipment. I get consistently pummeled by these things. And they put one when you're buck ass naked in the beginning area of the game. But now it's even worse. In hero mode, they've added a gold Lionel, which has better loot, but is even harder. So we have Lionels to deal with, and it also added a bunch of new cosmetic quests for a bunch of armor sets. You can get armor sets like, for example, one of them is you get Majora's Mask. Another one is you get a Korok mask in the Lost Woods, which every time you're near a Korok, a hidden Korok, the mask laughs and it starts shaking and lighting up, telling you, hey, there's a Korok around here. Maybe you should get one of them. There are 900 of them. You might as well go for them all, right? So that's that. You can also get Midna's headdress from Twilight Princess. You can get Tingle's armor. Yeah, Tingle.
Okay.
Actually, his stuff is really good. It makes you run really fast at night. There's also the Phantom armor and some other stuff. It's just some good stuff. But the biggest part of the DLC pack is the Trial of the Sword. Before the DLC pack, with how the game worked is you would have the Master Sword, and the Master Sword never breaks, but it runs out of energy, which means that it has a 10-minute cooldown time when it runs out of energy. So that's just to make it balanced. However, if you beat the Trial of the Sword, which is essentially a gauntlet like Eventide Island, where all of your loot is taken away from you and you start naked, and you basically go through a pit of 100 trials, each floor getting harder and harder, in order to prove your worth to the Master Sword. And once you prove your worth to the Master Sword, its full potential unlocks, its damage doubles up to 60.
Holy shit.
And then it's a permanent weapon that never depletes.
Fuck, that's awesome.
So it is highly worth it to go through this Trial of the Sword. It is hard. It is agonizingly hard. So if you can do it, kudos to you. But I'm oh boy, I'm just gonna go hunt my Koroks for now. I'm not gonna deal with that. I can't deal with that. I have to get good.
That's why I'm staying away from the New Game Plus for Horizon.
But it's even worse because I'm doing it on normal mode.
Oh.
There's a hard mode and master mode, which has the Trial of the Sword in it too.
I don't think Horizon is that difficult.
This ultra hard is.
Breath of the Wild is a very hard game. It's actually very hard. So, yeah, I really like Breath of the Wild. The ending is still very, very underwhelming, but I still love the game. Quote me down, I love The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I'll never dislike it. Quote me that.
Jacob hates Breath of the Wild. It's
I'm gonna give that about
2 years.
No, not 2. Whenever the next Zelda comes out,
people are gonna hate.
People are gonna hate this one.
Wild.
And they're going to be like, oh, Skyward Sword was such a damn good game.
Oh my god, I hate that so much. The fan
Wait
base
till the next
like
Zelda
this.
game gets announced. I guarantee you this will happen. The Zelda fan base does this every fucking time.
I love you, Legend of Zelda fans, but I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
But on the topic of Nintendo, we just praised Zelda. Now we got to roast these idiots in charge of the new Nintendo Switch phone app, which recently launched early.
Wait,
that was one of my topics I wanted to bring to the table, but yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and talk
about it.
This idiocy that was unveiled.
Do you want me to explain it or shall you?
I got it.
All right, go
you
ahead.
can get whatever I miss.
Yep.
So
I'll
basically,
police it.
you download this app because you can't, for some fucking reason, use your Switch to voice chat while playing games.
A smartphone app.
A smartphone app. You have to download this onto your phone. You have to then plug in a headset. It's complicated. That's a whole other topic. This complicated ass headset they have with like 3 different cords and 2 different adapters. So,
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, you didn't see that one?
No.
I'll look that up later.
Oh dear lord. Anyway, continue.
But yeah. So you get everything set up. Right now, I think it only works for like private matches from certain games. The screen on your phone has to stay on to use it, and you can't use any other app while using this app on your phone.
You're being too nice to it. Let me explain to you the full shit level for this. All right.
Man.
So first, you have to have your Nintendo Switch. All right. Fair enough. You already own the console. That's fine. And what you also have is you have to drop 30 bones on an adapter. And what this adapter is, it's a little remote control looking ass thing. And what it does is you have this little hub, all right? And you connect a cord and you plug it into the USB-C type on the bottom of the Switch, right? What you do then is you take an auxiliary cord, or maybe it's a USB type cord, I don't remember which one, and you plug it into the hub, and then you sorry, I just bumped into my microphone. You plug it into the hub, and then you plug it into your smartphone, right? and then you download this app, and you have to pay the monthly subscription fee. So you've already dropped $30 on the
Oh
actual
my
system
God.
itself.
Wait, the subscription fee for the online services?
Yes, you have to pay like,
20 a year.
you have to pay 20 a year. That's not bad, actually.
It's actually, I wish Sony's was that low.
That's actually not bad.
Or free.
Anyway.
God forbid it's free.
So, that's that. And then you plug it into the smartphone. And you have to download this app. And it's a very limited app at this current moment. But what it does is you cannot have any other apps running on your phone at all. Which means if you receive a phone call, you better say goodbye to your Splatoon match.
Yep.
So
Lord.
you have to have it open on all time. And you have to have the phone screen on. At all times. It cannot turn off. It acts like the cunts of YouTube, where you have to have the phone screen on at all time. It's like, so you have to have the phone screen on at all time, and then you have to have a special headset, which you put onto your greasy ass head, and then you then you plug the headset into this hub. So now you have a really smoking hot three-way between the Switch, your smartphone, and your greasy-assed French head.
Smoking.
So yeah,
hot-ass
there you go.
Three-way.
Yeah,
It looks like this mess we have
And so
right here
you go.
recording the podcast.
so there you go.
God.
What most
Just to
sane
talk
people
online.
would do is you would have your headset plug into your Switch. That's what most sane people would do.
What about Bluetooth?
Who?
Fuck.
What's technology?
There's
What
people
are-
on
what
Twitter
are-
saying they'd rather just use PS4 chat or use Discord.
Right, I'm saying.
It's easier.
The fact that you got
That's the thing. You could just use Discord. But it's like, it's so needlessly complicated. And it's aggravating that Nintendo is this way.
Yeah.
They're trying to be so proprietary, and it's not even cool.
know.
Oh,
Or
we'll
the-
get to the depths of the proprietary in just a moment, because I have another topic to throw in. But that's really aggravating. And you know what? Let's talk about the next topic now. I have another topic. You know, whenever I bitch about Nintendo, it's out of a place of love. Nintendo, I have given you so much money. I love your consoles. I love your games. I love your imagination. And I love generally the products that you come out with. But whenever I criticize you, I just want to make it abundantly clear it's out of a place of love, because I'm the #1 Nintendo fan and I say the straight facts. So,
Dead ass.
fuck you, Mean Bee.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, the Nintendo Switch dock
What?
is aggravating.
Yeah.
Well, for one, the Nintendo. What's really great about the Nintendo Switch is that the Switch is the tablet and the Joy-Cons themselves.
Yeah.
Great console. What you can do is you can have a Switch dock, which what you do is you slide the Switch in, and it converts the USB Type-C signal into HDMI, and it shoots it out to your television.
Yeah.
So your Switch, because it's a kid now, it's a squid now, it's a handheld now, it's a console. So it's really cool. So what you can do is you can have a hub, you can have a Switch, and you can have a Switch dock in your room, and then you decide, you know what, I'm going to take this out to the family room. Take the Switch out of the dock, and then you go over, waddle your ass over to your living room, and then put it into the dock in your living room, and all of a sudden your Switch is now in the living room, and you don't have to deal with moving the console, the cables and whatnot. Really cool. Nintendo loves to make things proprietary. We already know that the dock is a piece of shit.
Right.
All it is a small 3-inch by 3-inch circuit board with two USB type USB 3.0 ports, which at the current moment do not support USB 3.0.
Oh my god.
They only support USB 2.0.
What the
But the technology itself physically is USB 3.0. There's going to be an update in the future to
Why the
support
fuck
USB
do you
3.0.
underclock your own shit?
There's going to be an update in the future to
Oh,
have
man.
the 2.0 ports. The 3.0 ports actually support 3.0, but at this current moment they only do 2.0 and 1.0.
Fuck.
So, that's the one thing that's really aggravating. The rest of the dock itself is a glorified molded piece of plastic and two metal springs in order to have a little spring mechanism for the actual docking of the thing, of the Switch into the dock. So, it is very much a cheap piece of technology that scratches your screen easily. for one, they're charging $80 for these docks
bullshit.
individually. So we already know we can make this thing for under $5. And they're selling it for $80. That's one thing that's really aggravating.
Mm-hmm.
And someone made one.
And here's the thing. It's a USB Type-C to HDMI signal conversion. You think that any USB Type-C cable conversion to HDMI would work. You would think it would work, right? Wrong.
Nope.
There is a very, very rare specific coding protocol that is inside of this this docking station's chip. It's a very, very obscure protocol that Nintendo has decided to implement into the dock. So not any plain old type USB Type-C to HDMI signal conversion will work. Not any given one will work. It has to have this very fucking specific protocol. This one line of code. One very rare specific protocol that it has to have. My mind is full of fuck. Nintendo, it's out of a place of love. I would... Anyway, it's aggravating me so much.
It's the same shit Sony pulled their memory cards.
I went to Best Buy a couple days ago in order to get a micro SD HC for my Nintendo 3DS to upgrade its memory so I can just download games anymore without having to buying physically. And I saw a bunch of Switch accessories on sale. And I saw the docks for $80. It's ridiculous. I also saw 2 Splatoon licensed water guns. Yeah, they actually have some like water guns that are Splatoon, like Nintendo licensed Splatoon splatter shots. It was the cutest thing, but they were $30. A little ridiculous for my tastes, but whatever, that's cute. But anyway, $80 Switch docks, my god. And there's also another thing that you can get online at Amazon right now. Don't get it though, because what it is, it's a little miniature plastic dock, a little miniature plastic housing that you can get for $20. And what you can do is you can rip apart your Switch dock and you can take its guts out and put it into this little itty bitty tiny little thing. And it's functionally the exact same as this big-ass dock that you slide it into. So, for one, the dock is endlessly big. 2, you can make it under $5. Where the hell is all this extra money going into? Right into Nintendo's wallet. And it's really aggravating that they made it proprietary with this one specific protocol. And it's...
Like, if you're a company and you do that shit, like, instantly fuck you.
Like, I get why they do it. It's a business. They have to make money. I get it. We've got to have money. I understand entirely the business model.
I don't even blame them anymore. I blame the fans
it's
for supporting it.
It's mind-numbing to me. That being said, whenever a good Switch bundle comes out, whenever Super Mario Odyssey comes out, I'm probably going to pick one up at some point.
But yeah, I don't even blame Nintendo for doing this. I blame the fans. I mean, the Switch is outselling the Xbox One right now. That doesn't make logical sense to be doing that, because the system is lacking like 3/4 the feature of the PS4 and the Xbox One. Of course, there are good games coming out for it, but
some damn great
show
games.
some integrity and not like good games. Okay, buy one used, buy the games new. Like, I can't support Nintendo because of what they do with their system. Their hardware is so far behind the curve that I physically can't support them with anything they put out that's not software related. Like, a game, I can buy no problem because they make good games. Hardware, no. I can't. I refuse to support Nintendo hardware-wise until they make something that's at least in the same league as the current consoles out at the moment.
It's so strange, the situation that Nintendo finds themselves in. It's really weird, the situation Nintendo has, because over here in America, we like powerful consoles. We love powerful consoles. That's just how we work. But it's selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
And it's the strangest thing. And normally, we thought that the Switch was going to flop over in Japan. it's catching up to the Vita.
I didn't say it would flop in Japan.
Well, I thought it would. I thought it wouldn't do very well because Nintendo's
I
behind
thought that's
the
where
bell
it would
curve.
do the best, but apparently,
But it's selling like hotcakes. Japan wants more Switches. They're clamoring for it. And I'm just like, it's performing much better than I thought it would. So I'm surprised at that regard. Yeah, I really don't have much to say about that topic anymore. That's Nintendo. It's out of a place of love. Please don't blacklist me. I love you. Send me stuff.
With me, it's I'm pissed about a lot of things about the Switch, but I guess right now the newest thing is their whole proprietary shit.
Yeah.
That there's just no excuse for that to me. They've got plenty of money. They're not running out. Why the fuck do they need to do this? Unless they're preparing for something, I don't know. I mean, they're
doing it because the fans let them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that is kind of true. Yeah, but
They can get away with it.
I do want to Switch, believe it or not, because of Mario
one too.
Odyssey
I want
and
one too.
Metroid Prime 4.
I want to become a motherfucking T-Rex.
Those two games sold me. I will play nothing but those two games, but they really need to learn to not be so stuck up. Every motherfucker working at Nintendo is a stuck up bastard. I am just that's just how I see it.
You shut your mouth. Bill is a sweetheart.
I'm just so tired of it. They're just corporate assholes up there.
Nintendo, it's out of a place of love.
Not for me.
We want you back, baby.
Nintendo, this is out of a place of being pro-consumer. Stop fucking up or just go third party or die. You can literally die at this point and I won't care. We lose some good games, but people like you don't deserve to make money. I hope you all starve for being this anti-consumer.
God damn.
I hate when companies do this when they have no position to do it.
Yeah.
Nintendo is a shit company. The only thing good about them are their games, which take 8 years to come out.
Facts.
You're not a good company. You put out a few random hits. You throw darts and you magically hit the board every time. You're lucking out, but you're acting cocky like you're professionals. You ain't shit. One day you're going to realize this, that things are going to go bad.
Yes.
You ain't shit.
Preach, brother.
Yeezy.
Yeezy.
One day it's going to happen. I don't know when because this thing is selling amazing, but one day it'll finally happen and they'll finally learn their goddamn lesson.
I hate how I sound like such a hypocrite by saying like I eventually want to get a Switch, but I still hate Nintendo.
I'll get one used. I won't have a problem.
It's a very weird dichotomy we find ourselves in. It's like, I want to strangle you, but let me give you a hug.
We're going to play Smash Bros. After this, most likely.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Savanti. If I can find a used Switch, I will do it. I don't want to support Nintendo at all.
Yeah, because I mean, like if you look at Sony, Sony was cocky as hell going into last generation because the PS2 was a massive success, and that cockiness got them fucked over in the beginning and for most of the generation. Turning around this generation, Microsoft got cocky. Sony came back, and now Sony's loved by everybody again. And Sony's already getting cocky again. It's like these companies don't learn. Stay humble.
Mm-hmm.
We the consumers determine your fate. Stay humble.
But the thing is, these consumers will buy it if they're dedicated enough. It doesn't matter what they.
I hate corporate slaves.
They could fill a box with rocks and sell it, and someone will buy it. You know.
I know what you're referencing. Pet rocks.
Yes.
Yes.
He is.
Well, yep. Nintendo. Get off your shit.
Make sure to feed it sprinkles.
Well,
Nintendo, get off your shit. Act humble again. The GameCube was a great console. What happened? What the fuck happened?
The GameCube was an amazing
Nintendo.
console.
Wii happened.
And then the Wii. Oh,
the Wii boosted their.
The Wii was the high point and the downfall.
Yeah.
That's why I can't fuck with Nintendo.
I can't. I used to like
As I
Nintendo
say,
at a
as
point in
I
time. Believe it or
always
not,
is.
I had a Game Boy Advance. Loved the fuck out of that. Had a
See, I'm a hypocrite too.
I didn't have a GameCube.
You have a 3DS. Yeah. I have a 3DS. I gave Daniel a 3DS. We all have 3DSs.
I'm glad I didn't pay for it though.
I have a Game Boy Micro.
Yeah, I paid for it like 5 years ago.
I have a Game Boy
It was
Micro.
a nice paperweight for 2 years.
I have the Famicom version of the Game Boy Micro. But
I thought you sold that.
no,
Oh, okay.
they only want to give me like $50
I have that
for
too.
it.
Oh,
Yeah, they want the box.
oh, the box.
You want the box.
I
on the
conned
box.
some kid out of giving me his Famicom Game Boy Micro.
You glorious bastard.
He didn't know it
The
was
funny
in
thing
them.
is, it's in great condition, and I actually played a lot of it. I'm surprised it's in that good a condition still.
Oh yeah,
Like no
I love my
scratches
Game
at
Boy
all,
Micro.
no blemishes at all. Like
Oh, yeah.
he even said at the stories like, "This thing's in great condition, but I need the box."
No, that's just stupid. He
That is
yeah,
retarded.
that's a stupid buyer.
Yeah,
I would be like, I'll take
Game
my
Addict.
business elsewhere.
Freaking
Yeah,
Game Addict.
Game Addict is
We'll charge you a fortune, but we won't give you even half a fortune. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have that, and I love that thing because the games on it are great. But yeah,
I like it
Nintendo-
because of the screen. Actually,
Nintendo
I like how high res it is because
Yeah,
it's so
that's how it's
condensed.
Density.
Yeah,
It's so tiny and cute. I love it.
I like
Yeah,
it.
Nintendo
Like, my
post
prefer-
GameCube, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, like my preferred way to play Shovel Knight is on 3DS. Like I got Shovel Knight on 3DS, and that's become my preferred way of playing it, and I find that really interesting.
You know,
It's also become my preferred way of playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
I will say I will give this to Nintendo since Jacob gave me his old 3DS.
Pause.
Pretty much saying,
All right, we're back in
Okay.
business. All right.
"Oh
go
my
on.
god."
Okay, so
I just did the
Just
I
talking
just
about-
did the best dab ever.
Talking
Go
about
on.
3DSs and how like even though Nintendo's a piece of shit, they all still have 3DSs, and I still have my Game Boy Micro.
yeah,
I don't regret my purchase of the 3DS. It's
neither.
good.
Me
It's
neither.
good.
Yeah, I was saying like because Jacob gave me his old 3DS and I was messing around with it, and it's a pretty cute little handheld. I like messing around with it. So I mean, I will give that to him.
I have another thing that really cheeses my onions about Nintendo. I'm
I've never heard that before.
gonna make it a thing.
No.
No,
All right. So you know what really grinds my gears, or what really cheeses my onions?
the fuck.
You know what really rustles my jimmies about the eShop
Oh God.
eShop broke.
is that they've started putting a lot more games onto the Virtual Console.
That's a bad
Cool.
thing.
Here's the thing. They've put a lot more games onto the Virtual Console, but you need a new Nintendo 3DS for certain
Oh
games.
god.
Like, if Daniel wants to play the Virtual Console port of Super Mario World on his 3DS,
You can't.
he can't because he
Yeah.
has an original model that I gave him. He has to have a new 3DS.
Which is
Binding of Isaac
Nintendo-
Rebirth is limited to the new 3DS. Even though the original 3DS can run Ocarina of Time 3D in 3D mode at a flawless 30 frames per second.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Even though it can run that flawlessly, it's just too much to run a Super Nintendo
They're
game.
full of shit.
It's
'Cause
full
you-
of
you-
shit. It's full of shit. I
A
hate it.
toaster
My
can run a
phone-
Super
Like,
Nintendo
I
game.
understand why Hyrule Warriors Legends works better on the new 3DS.
Right.
I understand why Xenoblade Chronicles 3D is limited to the
Yeah.
new 3DS.
Yeah.
Super Mario World. 1994
Shit.
Yeah.
cannot run on the new 3DS.
That's some bullshit.
Cannot run on the old 3DS. That is
Bullshit.
what?
straight
All right,
bullshit.
this is not out of a place of love. Nintendo, that is stupid pushing for your new technology. You said you were going to support all of the 3DSs all throughout, and yet you're showing your true colors here by limiting
Amen.
ports
Towards newer
towards the new system. Granted, we knew it was coming from a mile away that 3DS games are going to start only supporting the new 3DS. It's been coming from a mile away. We knew it was going to happen. We knew that when technology improved, that old technology was going to become obsolete. It's the way things work. But it's a port of a Super Nintendo game. And it's the same thing with F-Zero, Super Metroid. Any given
What?
Super Nintendo game that's on the eShop is limited to the new Nintendo 3DS.
So
Henry.
SNES games are limited to the new.
Basically.
Pretty
Yes.
much.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
That's
That-
what I'm talking
it
about.
doesn't
They're a
make
bunch of
any
corporate
sense.
assholes.
And I'm
That's the
so
shit you
sorry,
talking about.
Daniel, but you're gonna not really have a good time with Metroid Samus Returns because I guarantee it's gonna tank.
Yeah,
I guarantee it's going to tank on your 3DS.
whatever.
At least you're gonna still be able to play
yeah,
it.
as long as I can play it, I'm fine. You know
Well,
how
Nintendo,
I
you
work.
just convinced me to get
But-
Citra.
Yeah, but it's just I have more of a reason to
Bitch-ass
support
corporate fuckers.
downloading a ROM and using an emulator, you know, because you can't fucking play it on an old
What
3DS.
the fuck is my 3DS? Here, I'm gonna pull up the eShop and I'm gonna show you. Go on, move on to the next topic.
All right.
I'm gonna pull up the
You
eShop.
have any more left?
Oh my fuck! I'm playing Binding of Isaac. No, wait, no, I don't.
All right. Well, the last topic. We have a new form of mines in 2017. Mines where people get graphics cards and use it to decode cryptocurrency. And doing this can net you, depending on your card, usually like $2 a day.
What?
Yeah,
And that can
it's
and that can
I'm
add up.
completely on.
Okay,
I'm
so you know how Bitcoin.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Yes.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of
blew up.
There's a bunch of other currencies out there now like Bitcoin. Now, for making those transactions as secretive and confidential as they are, you need a bunch of GPU horsepower to render it.
Right.
So people are just getting their computers, turning them on, signing into an account. You can use your GPU and render the cryptocurrency so that you can get paid for them using your GPU processing power. This can net you, like, I think with like a 1060, you can get like $2 a day. So people have been doing this, and this caused graphics card prices to skyrocket because everyone was jumping aboard doing this. So what should be the 1070 was like $394. It's up to like $500 now because everybody's buying these graphics cards to jump onto the mining train. And basically for gamers, it fucking sucked because you couldn't get a card at a decent price because of these miners that aren't even playing it for games. They're getting it simply to make money. So that was the thing for a while. It still is. It's just now the value of it has gone down tremendously. So people are dumping them on eBay.
It'll go back up.
It'll go back up because
eventually.
it's like the stock market now. It's
Yeah.
just down right now. It will go back up.
All right.
So
I'm going to stop you for just a minute. Say hello to the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console eShop. And here we have Super Mario Brothers 3. See, nothing listed here. It's just play one of the greatest Super Mario Brothers games of all time. Let's move over to Super Mario World right next to it. Super Mario World, trademark. New Nintendo 3DS.
That's a
Let's go ahead and click on it. All right, let's give it a minute to load. Super Mario World trailer. We don't need a trailer. That's just game description. There we go. Limited to 3DS.
Oh,
Limited
my
to 3DS.
I
God
can't
damn it.
even.
That's like if they were the because you know those PS1 ports they have on the Vita that you. Can
Oh, yeah.
That's like if they limited that only to the Vita, not the PSP.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what that is.
Like if you're gonna do that, launch a new family of 3DSs,
For real.
Here we
or
go.
just a new.
Super Mario Brothers. Released for the Virtual Console. Link to the past.
Hey,
New
at that
Nintendo
logo.
3DS. Yeah.
new.
Like, I mean, I don't understand.
Which makes so many new 3DSs, Nintendo. God.
Yeah, that's why I don't buy into the DS. Because it's just gonna be obsolete.
I remember I had a DS Lite thinking, okay, cool, I got the best one. Then they made
Yep.
DSi.
Yep.
Mine broke. My DS.
DSi was garbage.
Yeah,
DSi.
it was.
My mom had a
the only
DSi.
worth it DSi game was Four Swords, and that's it.
That was on DSi.
Yes, that was DSi, and I actually got it on my 3DS.
I think my mom had a DSi. She got it for somebody else, but they didn't want it.
I only ever owned a Lite, Nintendo DS Lite.
I had a light that broke in half.
Yeah.
God damn.
Anyway,
dropped
go
it.
ahead and talk about your nerd shit.
But,
okay.
okay. But yes, I'm telling you, all that was there to be talked about. People were mining for money.
Shut the
No.
fuck up.
People are mining for money. The currencies right now, and I say right now because it will go back up, has gone down tremendously. So people are dumping their GPUs on eBay and stuff like that, selling them. So if this at least stays for a while, the prices should go back down. But truth be told, I don't think it's ever going to go back down. Cryptocurrency is taking off and it's not going anywhere. So
It'll have its ups and downs in the future.
yeah,
I think it'll go back down again.
eventually
It's
they're just gonna the companies are gonna have to make graphics cards specifically for mining and put out some kind of update
they'll have
for
like
the
a
normal cards.
kind of like a workstation GPU or something.
Some people
kinda.
have gotten like rich off this crap. They just get like a bunch of computers and just have them running. And
Yeah, you just leave them running, but I mean your electricity bill is off the charts.
yeah. Although the new cards are more power efficient, but yeah,
That's true, but still,
would
I mean,
be
because
high.
you're leaving it on, 24/7.
Yeah, because hell, be smart about it. Use that money you get initially, buy some solar panels.
True,
Get
that is
power
true.
from the sun. Just keep making everything more and more efficient to where eventually, like,
And then give the middle finger to the government. It's all conspiracy, man.
but,
Don't
yeah.
like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's that. Mining is a thing again. Now we're doing it with computers. That's why there was this joke on this PC page on Facebook. It was like, what was it? It was this guy had like a 1080 Ti. He was like, I can't wait to play this game. Oh man, I feel like playing that game right now. He's like, what? Would you rather go in the mines? And the car's like, no, I'm good.
I thought so. Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh, that's what that joke meant.
Yeah.
I'm completely in the dark on that entire thing. So that's
Just
what
like the
that
miners.
meant.
Yeah, it's been around for
I
years.
didn't know anything about that. I'm the pleasant fat man that likes to sit and play video. All right, like
Vidya.
I don't know all this nerd shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're okay.
But
Is
yeah,
that good, sir?
well, yeah, that was the last topic I had. So now we can just talk about the games we've been playing and I'm looking forward to.
Who's going first?
You
Daniel.
seem like you want to go first,
you're
though.
going first.
Daniel's going
I'll go right
first.
after you.
No.
Yes,
Okay.
Do it.
So
because I'm pretty sure these two have the longest list.
Yes.
Jacob.
Yes.
Jacob.
Yeah.
I have the longest list.
okay.
Also,
Lord.
Tech Peasants thing you gotta mention, don't spend 20 minutes on each individual game.
Okay.
okay, I'll spend 21 minutes.
Lit.
19.
Okay. No.
70 point nut.
I don't really
I said point.
elaborate too much in the first place anyway,
either.
because
I just make
but
it.
yeah, recently
That's
I've
what
just
we like you. You're short, sweet, and to the point and concise.
yeah,
Go on.
just like when I fuck your mom.
Whoa!
Insert joke about Patricia here.
No,
What did you say? Now I'm really mad.
yes,
Damn.
no, but I just I've been recently like playing through games again. The Sly Cooper series,
Lit.
it sucks.
Okay.
It's the worst.
I fucking
no
hate
one no one likes Sly Cooper.
I fucking hate
And
it.
let me just say that he played through the entire quadrilogy in like what, a week?
Less than probably like
it's
2 or
easy to
3
do.
Like 2 or
days.
3
What
days.
the
Yeah.
fuck?
It ain't hard. It's not hard to do.
I played Sly
2
one,
and
Sly
3, though.
1 in a whole day.
It's not hard to do.
You can
Ow.
Sly 2 and 3, probably 2 days each.
Because just think, I 100%
So,
all three of them in less than
Around 6-7 days. Yeah, a week. Yeah. Okay.
4 would take you the longest, though.
Yeah.
That's the hardest one.
Yeah. But yeah, just wanted to replay those games. Been having that little itch for them. Yeah, they're classic games. I don't really need to elaborate.
Yeah. It's like, I mean,
But yeah, and then I played a little bit of my old GameCube games. I went back to The Incredibles on GameCube.
Oh my.
It pissed me off. I love I used to love playing that game, but it pissed me off now. So I'll never play it again. It's terrible. And then Shrek 2 on GameCube,
God.
even worse. Like,
With his raging erection.
oh man. Yes, but
Oh my god.
that game is awful. I fucking hate it. That's it.
Need I remind you of the Puss in Boots battle?
God, are you
It's
talking
awful.
about where you have to like press the buttons?
Press the
and-
buttons, yeah.
That was easy as hell to me.
It wasn't because it's off tune. It's off beat.
Some
Not for me.
offbeat. That's Sly One.
Didn't you
Yeah.
play
This
the
movie
PS2 version?
Yes.
Because for me at least, it was like on
It
beat,
always
I guess.
lags behind for me, like
I
half
don't
a
know.
second.
That's the
it's-
PS2 shit.
But yeah, fuck that. And then Minecraft.
Ew.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm probably missing something, but I don't know. I guess what was it? No, I don't know. I guess that's it.
Okay.
I'm boring.
Yeah, so mine's gonna be boring as fuck. Okay. So,
Oh, I'm bored already.
shit. I'm just such a bad person. Okay. Well, first and foremost, let's just get the elephant out of the room. I finally got
All right, I'll
around
leave.
I finally got around to finishing and 100%ing, well, more or less 100%ing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Wait.
Trying to get your ass whooped down here? But anyways, I really enjoyed that game. Like, it's an open world. And open worlds usually really get me hooked.
I love open world
Me
games.
too. And it's one of those open world games where it actually keeps you busy. It's not just
Yeah.
a bunch of running around. Gameplay wise, this game is my wet dream. I swear to God.
Oh my god.
Yes. Like, the main character uses a spear and a bow. Those are two of my favorite weapons in games. So, of course, I'm all over that. Then you have different bow types, this, that, and the third. But
So
I
it had the right spirit.
Out.
Hey, it's my house, man.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
Out.
get the elephant out of the room now.
But yeah, that the story, it ranges from great to good, I guess. Like, I like the ending. The pacing is a little weird, but it's nothing too major. Let's see what else. I'm missing something. Oh, the monsters, or rather,
Machines.
the machines. I keep calling them monsters.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Like, you got the crafting, you got the hunting, you got the everything basically. But I fucking hate Stormbirds with a flaming passion. Basically, what a bird is no clockwork from Sly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fine.
They're that big. They're that big.
Good
and
lord.
They eat arrows. They don't die.
Those delicious arrows.
I'm not looking forward to fighting the Stormbird on new difficulty. Fuck.
Yeah, because they have two attacks that insta kill you more or less.
Yeah, more or less.
They got one where they fly up in the air. You can't see them. They dive down, and you're dead because you might as well put the damn controller down. And they have one attack where they use a fucking shield, and it doesn't.
Just walk into you like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up?
You can't outrun them because they're huge. So
It's a whole bunch of fuck.
yeah. Let's see. Is that pretty much? Oh. Fuck. Forgot what I was gonna say. I think that's it for Horizon. Oh no, Platinum Trophy. Platinum in this game was really fun. Like that's probably my most fun Platinum on the PS4 by far. So yeah, that's way more tolerable than Gravity Rush 2's Platinum.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I still want to play that.
it's a fun game, but that Platinum is a pain in the ass.
It's one of those things where I got to grind for this one trophy left.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And it's a bronze. Is it a bronze or is it a silver?
I think it was a bronze.
I hate when they do that shit.
Fucking shit.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the new DLC that comes out because I'm enlightened now. This game is good. I'd have to give it a score. I'd say 8.5. 8.5. And
8.5 out of 10. Too many arrows.
too many arrows. I'm assuming too much water. But
8.5 out of 10. Stupid ass protagonist name.
yeah, that's kind of their pun.
That's a pun.
Oh, of course.
Alloy,
Alloy.
Rost. Yeah.
yeah.
Shit.
They knew what they were doing. But
Helix.
other than that, I've also been playing. I actually started playing Shantae Half Genie Hero.
Ooh.
That game's crack. I really enjoy that game. I love the art style. I love the gameplay.
I love the
Soundtrack.
tits.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Tits.
Zombie tits. Okay. Well, as I was saying, I really love the soundtrack for that game, Shantae. It's very catchy. I've already downloaded it because I got the special edition. So it's
Jake Hoffman does it again.
Yes, he does. And I plan on trying to 100% the game. I don't know if I'm gonna be successful or not, but you can't blame a nigga for trying.
That's racist.
Well, I mean,
Unless you live in the 60s, in which case you can
I can't
be
try at all.
blamed for
You can't be
trying
blamed for
something.
trying.
I can be blamed for being. Yeah. But other than that, that's pretty much it on my end.
All right. I guess I can go next. I've since the last podcast I beat Borderlands 1.
I think you mentioned that already on our previous one.
Well, that he was playing it.
I was playing it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you finished it. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, you did finish
I
it. Right.
beat it more or less.
Honestly.
Cool game. That game was losing me like hell at the beginning. I was not interested
Oh
at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
Then like by the time I got halfway through, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to get into this game now.
The pacing is kind of.
And then I just kept playing it. And I beat the last level, and I've already deleted it though because I have Borderlands 2 just waiting to go.
So,
But yeah, good game. I see the hype now. I wish it started off better because oh man, that game starts off in the beginning, and I had no motivation to play it for a while.
damn.
Then I forced myself to play it. Eventually, I got into it. Like the guns in the beginning are just straight trash. The accuracy, I hate when you aim directly at something and it
it
still
goes somewhere
fucking
else.
misses.
Yep.
I fucking hate
that's
that.
that's the RPG element
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
RNG.
I
yeah.
hate that Fallout bullshit where games do that. Oh, here, I'm going to shoot
It's
this
not as
figure.
bad.
Oh, it missed. What the fuck?
It's not as bad in Borderlands as it is in any other game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it really doesn't affect me as much because I'm usually a sniper
Same.
class. So
Well, no, I actually use the Siren, but yeah.
yeah,
It's,
but yeah, I
the
understand that.
RNG sucks. We all know this.
Yeah. Although I got some good shit by the end of that game. I got this
Yeah.
awesome ass assault rifle that
I
was
love
so
the
accurate.
Arsenal. I really love the Arsenal to that game.
Yeah.
Both of them.
So yeah, beat Borderlands. I also beat Alan Wake American Nightmare. I had already had the game, but I hadn't played it yet. And I was like, might as well play it because right now the game is no longer on Steam. I think the licensing.
Oh my god!
Alright, so yeah, I also played Alan Wake American Nightmare. I had it for a while, but it recently got taken off of Steam because of some licensing issues with the music used in it.
Really?
Yeah, so right now it's not on Steam at all. If you bought it before, you can still play it and download it as many times as you want. But you
Oh
can't,
yeah, I heard about that.
but yeah, you can't buy it. It was like real cheap though before it went off. Yeah, like a sunset sale. It'll be back up probably like by the end of the year. They just got to get the licensing redone. But yeah, so I finally played that. Interesting game. The first Alan Wake is a really good game. It's probably one of the only horror games I've actually beaten. It's not like the gory kind of horror. It's just like it's dark as fuck. You can't see anything. The one where you use your flashlight, shine it on them. They're like dark shield fades and you shoot. That game, it's fun. I like the first one more. This one focuses more on gameplay and action, which is fine.
Yep.
But Remedy, just make Alan Wake 2, please. I also finally beat Gears of War Ultimate Edition on Windows 10.
That's what.
And that another similar story. Started out boring as fuck. I had no interest in playing it. Halfway through it got fantastic.
I hate when games do that.
And I'm like, damn, why are these games all starting out so boring? Like, because Gears gets good towards the end. When it gets good, I didn't want it to end, but I was like, fuck, can I have just twice this much content? And I have no way of playing the sequels because those aren't on PC yet. I have to get an Xbox 360 or Xbox One.
Nope.
So yeah, I ain't doing that. And then I just played this one at 1080p 60. I ain't going back to 720p 30 for a sequel. Hell nah. I refuse. But so hopefully they put those on PC or something. But yeah, Gears Ultimate, good game. Glad I finally got to play at least the first one. And last but not least, I beat Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition.
Ooh.
The game was hard as fuck. I did not expect it to be that fucking hard. It's not even the combat, it's the fucking precision it requires when jumping and platforming and all this bullshit.
And you don't mean easy.
I knew that, but fuck. Like, I mean, there's sections where you have to get out of an area quickly. I won't spoil it. Get out of the area quickly. Fuck. It requires perfection. It requires absolute perfection, and it pissed me the fuck off.
Sounds fun.
Especially the last one.
Sounds fun.
But anyway, the art style is beautiful. The soundtrack is beautiful. The story is great. The gameplay is fun. It's just hard as fuck, but I still really enjoyed it. And now they have the sequel coming out whenever, so now I can look forward to that one.
Okay.
Oh, I am looking forward to Ori and the
Being
Will
someone
of the
who played
Wisps.
both games, how does it compare to Dust? On your opinion,
Ori is way better quality-wise.
right?
I'll give Dust the gameplay side, only because of the combo system.
Right. Okay.
Like, Ori is more or less, when it comes to the combat, you just hit the same button and you lose this, like, electric thing. And you can also, like, reverse projectiles back at enemies. It's interesting, but Dust is the more
Fun game.
combat. I don't want to say
Oriented.
fun, but well, yeah, it is, because that's not Dust ain't as fucking hard as Ori and the Blind Forest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
I got the platinum. So.
But yeah, both of them. I mean, both of them are. You can't really compare them that well.
Right.
They're both different games. I just say play both of them. If you had to play one first, I'd recommend you play Ori first, because that one has the better art style and the better soundtrack.
The better presentation.
Yeah, better presentation, and story-wise,
Debatable.
Ori tells its story a lot differently than Dust, so I can't really compare them.
Okay.
So yeah, just play both of them, and
Well, I'm playing on it. I was just
Yeah.
asking because I didn't.
and just be sure to have some control and insurance before you play Ori.
I don't get angry like you do.
Nah, bro, you gonna get angry at this game, bro. It requires it does shit to your body. It does shit to your mind that makes you like want to choke the devs out.
It's not as bad as he's describing it.
No, it's that bad.
I'm good.
Not all of the game, just certain parts.
Savanti, I've played the original release and I've played the
Certain
definitive
parts.
edition release twice.
So why are you lying to yourself about those certain parts?
Well,
You know, there's certain
I'm
parts
good.
I'm talking
I'm good.
about.
We here have a very simple solution. Get good.
Eventually, you have to get good to beat the game. But even though I get good, I'm still going to call bullshit on parts that require you to get overly good.
oh, Savanti, I love you.
If you can't fuck up once, I understand that. I like that challenge. But if I can't fuck up once and there's a long ass checkpoint and I have to rely on a variable system because it's variable, it's luck based in some spots, if the certain spots will line up correctly.
Jacob's just like.
You gotta know how to trigger the enemies perfectly.
That's you trigger them, but then it's like
Oh, I know how to
I'll
trigger
launch
people.
And then
in
it
2
triggers you.
seconds.
I know how to trigger people.
Like, okay, you see me, shoot your projectile. Why are you taking longer than usual? What the fuck are you doing? Oh,
Because
fuck,
you're
I'm
too
dead.
close. I know specifically what section you're talking about, what enemy you're talking
God.
about, and I must say
It's more than one
you must
section.
Get good.
It's more than one section with that.
Get good.
Good.
There are only 3.
matter, get good.
It's 3.
Get good.
Yeah, only 3 spots of the game that are that bad. Like,
trash.
only 3 parts of the game that do
Keep
that.
it under 20 minutes.
I said for each individual game, fucker.
Keep it under 20 minutes.
Anyway, the game
Get
is
good.
beautiful. I recommend it. Get insurance for those 3 parts.
Watch me beating them. Like,
Or play difficult. Well,
No, you won't beat it on your first try.
Oh, of course not. I
You
know
you
that.
will die multiple times.
Doesn't
I'm not
die
gonna rage.
multiple times.
I'm not gonna rage though. I ain't gonna rage.
Because Savanti, here's the thing.
He ain't good.
You damn kids have it so easy these days.
Oh, okay.
oh, okay.
Now, sit the fuck down and let me teach you a lesson.
Boy.
Boy.
All right.
I'd be
I
Last of
played-
Us on fucking
I played
Survivor.
the original release of Ori and the Blind Forest. When you would go into the temples and whenever you would do those sections Savanti's talking about, you had one shot to complete everything in that area, because once you beat that area, the game would boot you out and you would never be able to go into that temple again. If you're missing an item that you didn't collect, tough titties, you're not getting it. But with the definitive edition, you can blast through it in one go, perfectly fine, not collecting anything, and then
And
you
go
can,
back.
Then you can go back and take your leisurely time, so you don't need to do everything in one run.
Mm-hmm.
I had to do everything in one flawless run, so I got good. I got really
I
good.
got everything except for in one area on the first run. Well, the first attempts of the first run.
You ain't shit. Get good.
You ain't played the shit, so you piece of shit.
Easy.
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 Dead ass.
Fuck your memes.
Anyway, game is hard. I do have a tendency to rage.
It
I'm
is a
sure
very
it's challenging,
difficult
but
game.
he's probably exaggerating.
No,
It's
well,
not the combat; it's the precision required.
sometimes he is, and sometimes he isn't, because there are some sections that are really, really.
I
Oh
like
boy.
challenge though, so I mean that's fine. So
Oh,
it's
you'll
not-
love it then. It's a
Okay.
great
I love
challenge.
I felt fulfilled when I beat it. It's just
Oh yeah, yeah.
some
Then
parts
that
of
makes it all worth it. Then
makes it
You're
all worth it.
bitching for no reason.
Nah,
Quit the mission.
Keep it under 20 minutes.
my control took flight on one of those parts. It was
Oh my god.
it was a SpaceX launch.
Well, the reason why is because you're using the piece of shit PlayStation 4 DualShock
Bitch,
when you could be using the much superior Xbox One.
I'm not using that loose ass analog stick to play a
Loose
game that precise.
I use a PS3 controller.
Ew.
I mean, I'll probably still beat it. I have an easier time than you did.
You're used to it. You probably will with that. But yeah, the game's good. Check it out.
Game's good.
Spends
check it out.
20 minutes bitching about it.
Game's good. Check it
Good,
out.
check it out.
You can play it on the Atari box.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's a topic we didn't talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Atari's
Yeah.
making a new console. Next.
Yep.
You're the only
my
ones
turn?
left. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
just
time to
wondering-
go to sleep.
I wrote up a list of the games that I've played.
Sleep.
I sleep.
Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
interested in this.
So I've made an entire list of the games
How
that
many
I have
games?
played.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
14.
bruh.
Oh. Okay, look, we need to make a new rule for Jacob. Under 5 minutes.
No, it's fine. I can blast through a lot of these very quickly, but there are some that I do want to talk about in depth.
Under
So,
5 minutes.
Under 5 minutes.
so the first game,
seconds.
the first game is Risk of Rain. I played this with Casey and Hayes, and it's okay. The characters are a little too small for my liking, so you lose yourself very easily.
Small?
But it's a very decent challenge. Like the screen's like this, it's big, and then there's like this little microscopic little pixelated character. It's the characters are very small,
Probably
but
low budget.
I mean it's an okay game. So Risk of Rain, that's cool. Check it out on the next Steam sale. The next game I played is Snake Pass. Snake Pass is what you do is you control a snake named Noodle with his hummingbird friend
Yeah.
named Doodle.
Yep.
And yes, I am. And what you do is it's a physics-based game where you control Noodle's noodly body as you slither around, and what you have to do is it's a collectathon game, so you have to collect things. But what you have to do is, since you're a snake, you have to twist and contort your body around poles and various structures in order to get around and do the platforming. And it's a hard as fuck game. I did a review of Snake Pass on my Steam profile, and it's a very difficult game. And controlling it's very simple. Like whenever you have to,
I see what you
whenever
did
you're
there.
slithering around, what you have to do is you actually have to rock the joystick back and forth to actually slither faster, like an
God.
actual
Sounds fun.
snake. And you have to like raise your head, and you have to like to twist and squeeze and contort your body around in order to not fall off. And you will die a lot in this game,
will
so you
die.
have to get good.
You
Those
die.
The thing is, though, Savanti, if you thought Ori and the Blind Forest was rage inducing, do not look at Snake Pass.
Play it.
You
gonna play
will go through 20 controllers,
I'm gonna play it.
one for every level.
Like your new PC.
And it is hard. Well, here's the thing, though. The only reason why I enjoyed Snake Pass as much as I did is because it's what I would consider a live stream game. Whereas you have the only reason why I enjoyed it was because I had live streams playing in the background as a concentration buffer. So whenever I got frustrated at the game, yes, I was getting frustrated at the game, but I wasn't getting nearly as frustrated as I could have been had my entire attention been focused on the game. If my 100% of my attention was on the game, I would have snapped my controller in half.
I shouldn't have with Ori.
I would have snapped my controller in half, but I had various live streams playing in the background, so I was listening to people chat away, so I was not nearly as frustrated as I could have been.
So I have to play Uncharted 4 now.
It is
I do it now, but yeah.
It is a very hard game. It is brutally hard if you go for 100%, and I did it.
Yes. See.
So that was
Keep
good.
on.
And it's a fun game. It's a cute game. It runs on the Unreal Engine, so it's gorgeous. Its frame rate is nice and stable, and its presentation's great. The physics work very well, and it's a fun game. I would suggest Snake Pass on the next sale, or if you want to pay full price for it, by all means, the devs do deserve it.
And let me address this whole real quick. Now, I get what you're saying, but just so you know, there's an achievement in Ori and the Blind Forest to beat that game on hard without dying at all.
Yes, and I will never get that achievement. I hate achievements like those.
Oh, well, that's in any game, any achievement that's like that is just fucking dumb.
Yeah, and
Someone's done it.
I'm sure.
and there's also an achievement for Snake Pass to not die once.
Games do that.
I'm never going for it.
Why do-
There is also an achievement to not touch the water in a specific level that's covered in water.
Fuck that.
And it's so hard to do. It's possible. It's very possible.
Sometimes you have
to really get good, and I'm not quite that good yet.
Sometimes you have to wonder,
Yet.
can the devs do this?
You know they can't.
They can. Snake Pass devs are very skilled at their game.
What about Ori devs, though?
Ori devs, I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't think they are. Just like
On hard mode. What
Anyway.
you played on the first time?
Ori,
Yeah.
the default, so normal, I think.
Oh yeah, it has difficulties. I forgot about that. But anyway, that was Snake Pass. Cute game, doodle and noodle, cute things ever. Also, one of the skins that you unlock at the end of the game is an 8-bit skin. So Doodle and Noodle become like these weird voxel sort of characters, and they're cute.
It was a good pass.
Anyway, next game that I have played, I haven't beaten it entirely, is Skylar and Pluck's Adventure on Clover Island.
How is that?
Not as good as Jak and Daxter,
Yeah, I
but
expected
still
that.
pretty nice.
Well,
it's
it's a, 3D platformer?
nice.
It's similar.
It's
It's
a
like a
3D collector
combination.
platformer, much like Jak and Daxter.
It's like a combination of Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter from what it looks like.
It controls very nicely. It has a very nice presentation. It's lacking in some regards, in some presentation regards, it's lacking. But if you're looking to scratch that 3D collectathon itch, I would suggest Skylar and Plex. It's nice.
I never heard of that.
It's nice. It's cute. I like Skylar and Plex. I will gladly put them into the Collectathon Hall of Fame with the rest of the characters. Yeah. So I will beat that game eventually.
It's on my wish list.
Its music is great too. It's great music. It's got some really great upbeat music. It's like Mario and Luigi RPG kind of upbeat music.
Oh yeah.
It's that kind of music, and it's good.
I love that shit.
I'm not talking like battle music. I'm talking like the town town themes.
Yeah.
It's really nice. All right, so Skyrim Plex on Adventure on Clover Island. I'm enjoying it so far. So that's a good plus. That's a plus. That's good.
Shit.
Next is Proteus. Proteus is a game that I would not suggest buying at full price. I would wait for a Steam sale.
Okay.
Because you are barely going to get half an hour of enjoyment out of the game. It's a very short game, and I put game in a massive air quote. It's more of an interactive experience rather than an actual game. You can't jump, you can't run, you can't crawl, you can't do anything. All it is walking and looking around. There aren't any enemies to attack you. There's no objectives. There's nothing to do. All you do is you're plunked into the game, and things just sort of happen.
That sounds like a visual novel.
No, it's not a visual novel. It's just things sort of happen. And I normally, for a game like that, I would have returned it, but the thing is, the Proteus devs have had a really difficult time because of the way that the refund system works. You can play a game for less than 2 hours and own it for less than 2 weeks, and you can return the game and get a full refund. Well, with Proteus, depending on how quickly you can do it, you can beat the game in 20 or 30 minutes. So you can play the game, get your fill of it, and then return it. And the devs are screwed out of it. So for artistic integrity, I kept the game. So I still have Proteus, and I'm not going to return it, even though I've experienced all the game has to offer. All the game quotes has to offer.
That's honestly a gray area.
So yeah, you can thank me, and it was an interesting experience. I chased some pixelated chickens.
Sounds fun.
So anyway, that's Proteus, a cute little thing. Wait for a sale because $10 is too much. Wait for a sale like $1. Like wait for a 90% off sale for Proteus, and you'll be right as rain. You'll have half an hour of enjoyment. Next, I went back to the PlayStation 2, and I went on a massive PlayStation 2 kick, and I started playing Zapper One Wicked Cricket. That's a fun little game. It's a little grid-based platformer game where you play as a little cricket named Zapper. And it's a nice game. I love Zapper One Wicked Cricket is a great game.
Like one of those disc.
It's a great game. I would highly suggest Zapper. It's too bad Infogrames went out of business. Yeah, they're gone. They've been dead for years.
R.I.P.
So that's unfortunate. And the next game that I played on the PlayStation 2, I actually don't want to talk about just yet. I'll leave that as the last thing.
Okay.
Because that's a game that I spent not hundreds, but I spent dozens of hours in. But anyway, next I went and started playing my 3DS again after so long of it being a paperweight, and I played a little bit of Sonic Generations 3DS. Okay. I played some Metroid Prime Pinball. Okay. Yeah. I got a new 3DS XL, and I started playing Lego Jurassic World. I like it a lot. It's really great. The PC port is obviously superior in every way, but the 3DS version of Lego Jurassic World, you won't have any harm in it. Okay. It's largely the same. There's some differences, some differences, but other than that, it's largely the same, so it's fine. Next, I bought Shovel Knight for the 3DS, and I must say this is my definitive version of Shovel Knight. I have been playing through all 3 campaigns, and I have currently beaten the campaign for Shovel Knight, and I've beaten the campaign for Spectre Knight, and I have yet to beat Plague Knight because Plague Knight is really hard. I have to get good. Yeah, it's my preferred version of Shovel Knight because of the 3D feature for the 3DS. One thing I will never understand 3D owners. It's like, the 3D feature is really cool, but usually my 3DS is usually a 2DS because I never turn it on.
Yeah, I hate these stupid dumbass owners. I hate that.
Why do you do that? That's half of the gimmick of the console. That's half of the enjoyment. And Shovel Knight in 3D looks amazing.
Granted, I can kind of understand why, because some games look awful in 3D.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. Some games look awful. But Shovel Knight looks so great. It's so wonderful. Amazing. The parallax scrolling works beautifully with it. And it's just, it's masterful. One thing that Yacht Club Games is amazing at is polish. And Shovel Knight on 3DS is my definitive version. And it's great. And it has amiibo functionality, so you can have like a little companion. And it's cute. And it's great. My favorite campaign in Shovel Knight is Spectre of Torment. It's Spectre Knight's campaign. I love that campaign so much. It's so much fun. I can go through the campaign easily with dying minimally. Whereas with Shovel Knight and Plague Knight, I expect dozens of deaths in certain levels. So anyway, Shovel Knight 3DS, I love it. Get it. It's good. Get good. Anyway. And then I bought Metroid Prime Hunters for the DS.
How was that?
Not as bad as people make it out to be.
Yeah.
It's actually not as bad as people make it out to be. It actually works very well. And my hands did cramp a lot. But I found a workaround. There is a way that I can lay and hold the game and play the game without my hands cramping up. I have to lay on my side with my DS in front of me, and I have to have a pillow like lodged between my 2 arms. So I'm playing it like this, and I have the little stylus and everything, and for some reason my hands don't cramp up. So that's my physical workaround. I have to lay in bed and be a lazy piece of shit and play it.
Yeah.
And it's surprisingly okay.
You really do be like
Way
that
too
sometimes.
many countdown systems, though. It's like Samus collects a thing. It's like, oh shit, run, get off of the planet. Nothing
yeah.
happens. Literally nothing happens. Like Samus decides,
hate timers.
okay, let's race out of here. What happens if I let the timer runs out? Heart attack. All right, fair enough.
I hate timers.
It doesn't
like
make any sense, but whatever. I mean, if you want a Metroid Prime game on your DS, it's harmless.
Right.
It's not as bad as people make it out to be. Quit crying, you crybabies.
that. I'm a Metroid fan. I used to that.
And the last game that I played that I would like to talk about is a game that I played on my PlayStation 2. I've never formally beaten it until recently, and it is Neopets: The Darkest Fairy.
Well,
I was like,
You weren't
oh,
expecting that, were you?
No.
Neopets: The Darkest Fairy is actually surprisingly a great game.
Who's it made by?
Idle Minds.
Oh.
And Idle Minds are the same people who are working on the new Life is Strange, believe it or not.
Are they?
and they did
So-
that Ratchet and Clank collection.
Yeah,
They
that's
also
what I
did the
was.
Ratchet
Yeah,
and Clank
that's
port.
it.
Yes. So, Idle Minds did Neopets: The Darkest Fairy. And the game is called the Game of 1,000 Glitches for a reason, so it's very glitchy.
Fun.
But it's a surprisingly competent game for what it is. What it is, it's a 3D action platformer where you play as a Neopets character named Tor. The species is called a loop, but who cares? He's like a wolf, like a humanoid anthropomorphic wolf kind of character, and it's the game takes place in a medieval setting. So you become a knight, and then later on, halfway through the campaign, you get a companion with you, and she's a princess of a kingdom called Brightvale, and she is a sorceress. So by the time you get halfway through the game, you have sword combat and you also have magic combat. So it's like the best parts of like combat. And what it is it's an adventure platformer where you you would go through an adventure through the countryside, and how do I describe it? It's very Zelda-ish in its presentation. And basically, you're free to do whatever you want. Like, you go on the quest, and you have to do the quest, clearly, in order to get anywhere in terms of progress. But there are lots of areas that you can go to. Like, there are ancient crypts that you can go to, and you don't have to go to them, but you can still go to them and get some awesome loot. And the best way I can describe this game is through its combat. You can mash the buttons, like rapidly mash the buttons if you want, but you're not going to get anywhere. The game requires timed hits for the combat. So what you do is you swing the sword and you wait for a sparkle at the end of the tip of your sword. And then you press the button again, and you swing again and wait for a sparkle. And when that happens, you swing again. And so it's a 3-hit combo. And you can also do spin attacks. And sure, you can rapidly mash the buttons and you sort of do like this, yeah, sort of stab. You sort of do like this, like, yeah, stab sort of things, which will get you some progress. But the real damage that you're going to do is when you do boom, 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 and you just keep doing that. And the combat is surprisingly competent for what it is. The story is simplistic as fuck. But it's serviceable, is what I can call it. It's serviceable. And the presentation of the game is actually very good graphically. The pre-rendered cutscenes are awful, and the voice acting is pretty bad. But its presentation graphically in game is surprisingly very good. I remember being absolutely mortified, terrified of the game when I was a kid, because I'll give you a brief preview of the music later on, you guys, off screen. But if you want an example of some of this music, look up the Wereloop Tomb music. For the OST for Neopets: The Darkest Fairy, and it is beautiful and unsettling. The music is wonderful in the game whenever it decides to give you music, and I'm horrible at describing things, but all I would have to say is just look at gameplay of it and see if it appeals to you, because if if you like what you see, then you'll mostly like what you play. That being said, the game was brutal as fuck when I was young, but it was pathetically easy when I played it recently because I understood how the combat works. So it's pathetically easy, and I never used the big healing items. Like you know how when you play a Final Fantasy game, it's like this is the perfect time I could use an ether. But these are so rare, I don't want to use them. So then you have 30 trillion of them by the end of the game.
Still don't use them.
Still don't use them? Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
There are things called Fiora's potions, and what it does is it's a full magic restoration potion. Never touched it. I never touched any of them.
Yeah.
I never touched any of those big fancy potions. I never really did anything, and it was hilarious. It was just absolutely hilarious how pathetically easy it was. I never touched any of the items like that. And what's funny is I was doing a minimalist run when I was young. Because when I was young, what you can do in the game is you can buy treasure maps and you can go to the specific locations and find buried treasure to get lots of loot. And you can also get potions and you can upgrade your armor and swords. I never did that as a kid. So I was doing a hardcore minimalist run as a kid without doing the timed hits, and it was just I snapped. I looked at the game now and I snapped the game in half with how easy it was. But back then the game kicked my ass so badly. But yeah, I would definitely suggest looking at Neopets: The Darkest Fairy. That being said, it is a glitchy mess. So expect lots of glitches. And if you do go ahead and get Neopets: The Darkest Fairy, if you have an unsettling lack of music, restart your save. Because that's a glitch that can happen. If you open up a save and your music doesn't start playing for the area, just reload your save, it'll start playing. It's weird. It has weird little nuance glitches like that. But yeah, it's fun. It's cool. The game loses. It's funny. The game, when you first start playing it, really has a solid presentation, but by the time you get to the end of the game, it completely falls apart. The game, I'm bad at describing things. Let me put it this way. My philosophy with final bosses is that the final boss is supposed to be the biggest challenge of the game. Easiest boss in video game history. What you do is you attack her, and you just attack her a couple times. You have 5 minutes to do the boss fight because the castle's falling from the sky and it's gonna crush the kingdom below it, and so you have 5 minutes to be the final boss. You can do it in under 20 seconds. Wow. You can do it in under 20 seconds because you hit her 3 times and then you automatically switch to the magic caster and then you walk up to her. Right. That's it. You walk up to her and then the game takes care of the rest of it. And that's it. That's the ending. And one thing that's really aggravating about the game is you got to make sure before you go to Meridel to go into the sewers in order to get the big powerful wand, make sure you complete everything you want to beforehand, because once you go into that area, it is a point of no return. You'll never be able to go back out into the open world ever again, because you will be locked to the end of the game. So if there are any upgrades you wanted, you're locked out. That's it. So it falls. It's good, but it falls apart at the end, and that hurts so much because I was actually genuinely enjoying Neopets: The Darkest Fairy. And then it falls apart. It falls apart at the end. No, that's like you're making a souffle perfectly, and then it goes, and then it's gone. Yeah. No. Yeah. So yeah, Neopets: The Darkest Fairy. I see why it got mediocre scores. Unfortunately, I see potential in it. I see the potential, and it just fell flat. Unfortunately. I think that's always. That being said, though, the first half is buttery goodness, and that's the end of my spiel. I spent 15 minutes talking about Neopets.
All right, good.
So that's it. That's the end of my stuff.
I just remembered 2 more topics. That won't take that much long.
Oh, we have 2 more topics?
Just 2 that came into mind quickly. First one, Uncharted, The Lost Legacy went gold, I think 2 days ago.
Ooh, oh, cool.
Yeah, I saw that.
The game comes out August 22nd, so looking forward to that. I'll get it for free, more or less. Can't wait for that. And the second topic, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite got 4 new character reveals. We got Spoderman, we got Hagar, we got Nemesis T-Type, and we got Gamora. And there's another character that wasn't in this trailer, but they added him. What the heck was his name?
Is he from Darkstalkers?
Yes.
The purple guy? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is, but I know what you're talking about.
I forgot the name, but they added a character from Darkstalkers. So the roster is still growing. I don't know if these are base or DLC characters, because Capcom's already announced DLC characters for this game without even revealing the full roster. So I don't even know. But those were the 2 topics. What did you have to say?
Oh, I forgot to mention something about Horizon. The facial animations.
Yeah.
Are they that bad?
No, not Mass
They're
Effect
okay.
Andromeda bad. Not Mass Effect
Oh,
Andromeda
nothing's
bad.
gonna be that bad.
But
They're
some
okay.
Some of them have the same animation when they stand up. They get up like they're about to start fighting you.
Everyone looks pissed. Like you'll still go
Everyone
someone.
has the resting bitch face.
Yes.
Like they'll be smiling when you go, but then when you hit the button to interact, they look like.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Every character has that problem.
Yeah, and it ranges from all right to what the fuck we are doing. But granted, it is Guerrilla's first RPG, so I can give it a
enough.
pass. I can give it a pass.
Damn good job for their first.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all I had to say.
Oh, and the Frozen Wilds, no release date yet, but
They said fall.
it
didn't they?
comes out this year for sure. So
Oh, I forgot about other games that I've played too. I picked up GTA San Andreas recently. And all I have to say about that is I have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. Oh, dog! I love Big Smoke so much, and I am greatly enjoying GTA San Andreas. I love it. It's
Yeah.
great. It's great.
hear that's one
Why
of the
didn't I
best
play GTA games off? Why have I never touched them until now? It's good. I like it.
I understand
Anyway.
why people love them.
Anyway, and I also forgot to talk about Subnautica. To be brief, the Sea Emperor Leviathan and the story elements have been almost fully implemented. So that's cool. Go check it out. Subnautica, $20. Go buy it now. Full price. Yes, full price. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say. I'm done.
all right, that's all the topics.
My
That's all the
voice
games.
Mine too.
Games looking forward to. I'm looking forward to Sonic Mania.
Yes.
Looking forward to Sonic Forces.
Me
Yes.
Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
too. Mm-hmm.
Well, Snack 2 Game of the Year edition.
Oh god! Please stop. Stop.
Embarrassingly, Destiny 2.
You're so boring.
I'm looking forward to the 1.0 release of Subnautica. I'm looking forward to King Knight's campaign and Shovel Knight. Hasn't been announced yet, but they said we're getting it later this year, apparently. So that's cool.
And potentially Battlefront 2, depending on if the campaign's good. And I believe that's it as far as
Said all mine with Uncharted Lost Legacy and New Horizon DLC. No, that's not a new
the
game.
New Horizon DLC.
Are you looking forward to anything, Daniel?
He's looking forward to getting a PS4. God damn it!
Put it in the
Sir,
PS4, and,
sir,
It's not easy.
sir.
It's not easy drumming up $400.
No, he can get it for cheaper than that. If you took advantage of that laptop deal, you could have got for like probably $50.
No.
I said we go. I tell you, I go half. I do it.
Nah,
I'm
but,
willing to put forth the funds.
So are we done here?
shut up. No,
Easy.
I'm looking forward to Spider-Man
All
on
right,
PS4
that game.
and Metroid Prime 4
Oh, of course, Metro Prime 4.
and Super Mario Odyssey.
Oh,
Tho-
yeah.
those are pretty much the games that
What
I'm
about
looking
the,
forward to.
3DS
Samus
Metro
Returns.
That too,
Metroid
yeah,
Samus
yeah,
Returns.
that too.
Do you even have to fucking ask?
Game? Yeah, bro, I got-
Do you even have
I
to
have to bring it
ask?
up.
What are you asking? Dude?
Look
bring it up.
into
What are you
my
asking, though?
I gotta
eyes.
bring it
Are
up,
these
though.
the eyes of
I gotta
not
bring it
caring
up,
about
though.
Metroid?
What'd you ask though? You got the shirt too.
I gotta bring it up.
What'd you ask?
I gotta bring it up.
Why?
There are 4 conversations
relevant.
going on.
Why?
It's relevant.
Why?
It's relevant.
Why?
It's
How are you
relevant.
doing?
It's Metroid.
Why?
It's
Dying.
Nintendo.
Why?
Nintendo's
I'm
done.
dying inside.
I'm dying
Why?
too.
Dead ass.
Why?
Yeezy.
And that does time to end this fucking
It's time
train
to-
wreck.
It's going
Yeah.
left.
Nope.
Yeah.
Bone marrow is just boneless bones.
No. No.
As I said, it's time to fucking end this.
Bone marrow is just boneless bones.
Children
Goodbye.
No, it's just boneless children.
It's definitely time to end. I'm Cooper Clan 13.
Cum is just boneless children.
Goodbye.
Shit went left.
You're not getting anything out of me.
All right, and I am Jacob of RetroTech. You can find me on DeviantArt at jacob-of-retrotech.deviantart.com. I'm also on Twitter at RetroTechComs. I'm also on Steam, Jacob of RetroTech at RetroTechComs. And you can also find me somewhere dying in a hole. That's it.
And I'm Von Red 1. Join the Vanguard.
Master faggot.
I ain't joined that Vanguard.
Join the
yet.
Vanguard so we can kill
Yeah,
this
the
master
fag
fucktard. Von Red 1 on everything. Twitter,
Fucking
YouTube, PSN, Origin, Steam, all that shit.
And he sucks at every one of the games that he has on there.
And Daniel's a fuck nigga. And
This shit's going left. Just stop.
and yeah, just follow all of us there. Coop's got some shit too. Follow him on there.
Twitter, Steam, PSN.
Even though
I
it's never
guess.
on Steam, but yeah.
Cooper Clan 13, all the same damn thing.
And Daniel can't afford the other shit, so just find him fucking your mom.
And you can also find me becoming a hentai voice actor.
I knew it.
Yes!
I had to sneak that in somewhere.
Sneaky.
I'm a good voice actor, I swear.
No, you're not. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye.
Eggnog,
Goodbye.
eggnog, 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 eggnog.